It's Week 10 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Cowboys and the Wizards, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Well, partner, we've watched as they reached 2 wins, 3 wins, 4, and then 5. And we kept questioning each week, how long can they keep this streak going? This team is rolling, and having someone like this who can really set the tone for your offense week in and week out is a big part of why they've been unbeatable as of late.
You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. This ball down the field for Pitts. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards.
A gain of 47 yards. First down, Cowboys.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Right back to him on 1st down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Here we go now on 1st and goal. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Chubb will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to change things up. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on. There is a flag down.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Still 3rd down.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play. This is 3rd and goal. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will decline that penalty, and that's going to force a 4th and goal. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now Jones. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Throwing Jones. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Gregory Rousseau. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he's going to go down again. Gregory Rousseau. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Shedding the tackle. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Easy.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. outside here, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They give them a gain of 38. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. Second down. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones looking middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 2nd down, Swift. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot him now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And the pressure gets to him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And here's Matt Ariza now. Fielded at the 33. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Cowboys to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. They'll try to run this one in. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit Pater, but they're going to go for it.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Alexander. And he's brought down. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Jones now on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll look to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play fake. Mahomes. In trouble, and he's taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
From the 31, Jones.
Over the middle, caught by London.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up the 1st down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again.
That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and then some.
Touchdown! A big play there.
Wizards are back within a score. But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Dallas.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down right around the 25. And they're going to speed things up here. On second down, here's Mahomes.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Kyle Pitts.
25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, into whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, not they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now Jones.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Mahomes to throw once more.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line. That's the end of the
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Hey, 57.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We're facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing Jones.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And this this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdote.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Wizards are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On first down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Cowboys on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 14 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Throw left side complete. That's Alexander. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down.
Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. 2nd down and 8.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And the Cowboys first down.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play fake. Mahomes.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pat.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown! A big play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Wizards have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Catch is made by Hardman. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Yellow.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Meanwhile, Jones throwing into the hands of Pittman here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
That is caught. Touchdown. Michael Pittman, 29 yards. And the Wizards take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Alexander. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Jones.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And this one is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile,